Buenvenidos. Hola. Ciao. Konnichiwa. Hope everyone is well today. What a wonderful day we're having. Thank you for joining our Venturescape plus Clay Smith podcast. Of course, Clay Smith International is a global brand, bespoke experiences, curated experiences, and a lifestyle brand. As well, the Venturescape uh, podcast, of course, is an international audio and video weekly podcast, broadcast all over the world in the Americas, of course, in Africa, Middle East, Asia, and of course, Europe and all points in between. So grateful to have everyone here for today's podcast, a very special podcast. We, of course, are on Spotify. We are, of course, on Google Podcasts, uh, Amazon Music, wherever you can find your podcast, Stitcher, Radio Republic, uh, uh, iHeartRadio, and so much more. So do download all of our episodes and continue to support us at wherever you can find your podcast, whether in the sky, whether on the ground, whether on the water, or all points, of course, in between. We certainly appreciate your support and look forward to continuing to broadcast these podcasts with you. Of course, today's message is higher ground. Now, you've heard of us talking about the next level and change and so many other topics that we've covered. We want to talk about higher ground. And when we talk about the next level, we talked about, of course, a continuum, steps toward a goal, not just the next step, not just the next level, but a continuous level of improvement. That's normally seen in the form of distance or progression. But one thing to do that I think would benefit all of us is to take a somewhat of a vertical look. Most of the time when we think of something down the road in time, uh, whereas uh, it can be said to be of greater benefit and value to think of things as an evolution. And when you think of evolution, you think of not only a progression or a duration, distance, time, but you also think expansion as well, um, level, level in terms of higher levels, levels in terms of higher dimension, levels in terms of higher ground. And that's what we wanted to talk about today. Not only uh, distance, and you've heard of this before, volume is length, width, and height. Height is very important. It's not how far you go, it's not just how wide you go, or even how much volume you have. It's increasing the value in terms of the level of scale, scale in terms of height. How high up, if you want to call it the metaphorical ladder, are you achieving your level of success? How high is too high? Uh, how are you gauging your level of success, and why are your metrics what they are, to not only have you focus on what the distance that you've gone in terms of the time, temporally, if you will, or even spatially in terms of the measure of not only, of course, distance, but of volume, of area, of surface area, left, right, north, left, right, backwards and forward, but also height. How high are you going? There's an X and a Y axis. How high are you going? How high can you go? How high should you go toward the higher ground? And the higher ground similarly works where, as we're taking not only steps forward, but we're taking steps upward, that we should look at not only just taking one step, but the level of progression to continue higher, to have a sustainable amount of growth that continues to propel you higher, higher ground. You've noticed that your view is a lot different on the ground than it is in the air. And the reason for that is because you get to cover a lot more area, ground, the higher up you go. The higher that you go, the greater your depth of perception is, your depth of field is, your range of awareness is, because your perspective is different. You've likely flown before in an airplane or maybe a helicopter or any kind of vehicle that can get aerial, and you've noticed that things look a bit different um, uh, in the air than they do on the ground. Now, of course, there is a distance between the ground and the air. However, you get to see things from a kind of a third dimension, if you will, not just a two-dimensional left and right, backwards and forward, but that third dimension, height. The importance of height is important because it gives you a different perspective. Similarly, when you're going at the top of a hill, or maybe a top of even at the top of a building, when you're looking down and looking around, you see more of the area. Things in your perspective change and is changed because you have a different level of awareness. Your sight is different. Your sensations are different. Your, again, perspective is different. So we want to help you reach the higher ground. And that's important for a wealth of different reasons, because you want to understand how is it that you can reach such a higher ground that you can, of course, get a better idea of what is going on. What is your position? Where are you? Not only in distance, not only in whatever other metrics or what other measure that you have, but also a heightened awareness. This is why you heard of that term, heightened awareness, because your awareness is even raised to a higher level. That's why you've heard of the term higher levels, because as you raise your levels higher, your perspective becomes higher. Your understanding of things becomes higher. It's important because we, of course, want to continue to expand. We want to continue to grow. We want to continue to learn and engage around all the different things that we can to be able to best understand how we can succeed, how we can excel in all of our endeavors, whether that be personally, whether it be professionally, in the lives of our families, our communities, uh, educationally, in terms of our healthcare, our workforce development, all these different things that encompass our lives spiritually, all these different things that encompass a greater quality of life, not only, of course, for ourselves, but those who we do and those who we don't know. We want to make it a better world. So we want, of course, have a heightened perspective so we can have a higher quality of life and then reach the higher ground. That's one of the many things that we want to help you do with the array of different resources that we provide, some of which, of course, as we mentioned, we have several different resources that we make available to your organization. One of which, of course, is our uh, event series, Seasons in the City. Now, if you go to Eventbrite, you, of course, can get a ticket to many of our virtual and live events. We have several, of course. Just go to Eventbrite, look for Clay Smith International, the, of course, Seasons in the City collection. And of course, you can find all of our events going on through October 14th. We have a virtual meet and greet this Thursday. Of course, that is September the 22nd. Looking also forward to having you join in for our Elegant Escapades live event, which is September 23rd, that Friday. We, of course, have our Thursday live, Thursday events, virtual meet and greet, and, of course, our live events each Friday. Do go to Eventbrite. Get a ticket. Share with your friends, share with your family, share with your professional network. We welcome having everyone, again, from the Americas, from Europe, from all over the world, from Asia, Oceania region, Asia Pacific, of course, Africa, South, Central, and North America. We welcome everyone. And we've had such a pleasure meeting everyone and be a part of our network. So do go to Eventbrite, get your ticket, Seasons in the City event collection, and of course, Clay Smith International. Get your tickets now. Similarly, we also have our podcast, of course. And you're very much familiar with our podcast. For those who aren't, we can be found on anchor.fm/Venturescape. Of course, we are on iHeartRadio, of course, Google Podcast, Spotify. We are on TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, Radio Republic. We, of course, are on Amazon Music. We are wherever you can find your podcast. So do join us on anchor.fm/Venturescape, or you can go to our website, clay-smith.co/podcast.html. Of course, our podcasts are every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You will see them, of course, on each week, and we look forward to having you there. So thank you for all of your support. Of course, we similarly have a live stream, as I mentioned, each Tuesday. We have a live stream coming up this Tuesday as well. Do join us on Instagram and, of course, YouTube, as we also broadcast to other social platforms as well. Make sure you download our app, iOS and Android as well. You can, of course, visit our website, clay-smith.co, and you can join us on social. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, and wherever you can find any of our social platforms. Make sure you also do click the like button. We appreciate the mentions and hashtags and tag us. Of course, we appreciate the share and the follow, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your professional network, and make sure you click that notification button or notification bell on all of our platforms, because we like to keep you up to date. So we certainly appreciate all of your support as well. Similarly, we, of course, have, as I mentioned earlier, part of our network, we have Patreon. Now, our Patreon community is an exclusive community. It's a curated resources that we have where it's behind the scenes, VIP level, as well, early access to content that we simply do not post anywhere else. Of course, we have 12 different levels, which you can, of course, find on our website through our Patreon. So, of course, do join us at our Patreon. We have, again, 12 different levels. You can sign up any level, and you can continue to upgrade as well. We, of course, are offering a discount for our live events when you just join our Patreon. And as I mentioned, VIP access, behind the scenes content you will not get anywhere else. We just post Patreon exclusive content and resources and information. Be a part of our global network. You will meet a wealth of different people from all over the world who like to get an advantage, like to reach that high ground. And we certainly welcome all of your participation and collaboration and your membership. So do join us on Patreon. Again, several different levels. We look forward to having you be a part of our global Patreon community. As well, we have several different ways that you can support our organization as well. Whether you want to pay for a service, whether you use Venmo. Many are familiar with Venmo as well around the world. And we additionally have a PayPal. So Visa, MasterCard, American Express, whatever have you, we have a Venmo and a PayPal. And of course, we have a Cash App. So whether you want to donate and provide your support, whether you want to provide us a social, mobile, we're on TV. Of course, we're on Roku devices. We're on connected and smart TVs. Whether you want to pay through, donate through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, we certainly appreciate all of your support. So much so that we additionally have another service that we have. Now, many people have asked, many groups have asked us, how can we get in touch with you and connect with you on a deeper level? We'd like to get you on a live call, Clay, or a video message, or of course, could you give us a follow, SMS text, direct message chat, or even social media for fan, follow, or comment, or for business, or a video for business, whether it be a few minutes video or longer video. We like to interact with, of course, anyone in and outside of our community that is like-minded and, of course, has similar values to where we can provide that level of service. It's called persona. You've seen many people invite, whether it's on any occasion, it could be for a birthday, it could be for no occasion, it could be for a holiday, it can be any day. We can provide that level of service for you. We love to connect with our community, and we love to have you on a live call, a video message, social media shout out, follow, or just a video for business. Small businesses, medium-sized enterprises, as well large uh, organizations or corporations and institutions. So do join us on clay-smith.co/persona. And we certainly look forward to having you there. Again, we also have sponsorships. This has been very key to want product placement or branded content or brand endorsements. We have several different levels again through our sponsorship. You can just simply go to clay-smith.co/sponsorships.html right on our website. We have several different levels. Now, if you want to partner with us, and it can be whether in print material, we have live events, of course, virtual events. It can be on the web, TV, social media, through our mobile app. We have a wealth of different ways that we can, of course, as I mentioned earlier, provide you with a collaborative experience like no other. Because we have this depth of range and expertise, whether it be advertising, branding, marketing, or licensing, we can partner and collaborate with you to help you advertise, brand, market through our platform, and likewise collaborate with you on your platform as well. We have a wealth of different partnerships that we can provide, all the way up from platinum level all the way down to bronze and associate level and affiliate level for smaller enterprises, solo entrepreneurs, etc., all the way to large corporations as well. So do join us. Let's partner. Let's collaborate around product placement or licensing or branding, marketing, advertising, or sponsorship program. We certainly look forward to having you there. And you can always reach us at our website, www.clay-smith.co. Of course, we can be emailed info@clay-smith.co. Our phone number is 205-538-2041. Again, phone number 205-538-2041. Always excited to have you there. And if you go to the bottom of our website, you can find a link to our Patreon and other services as well, sponsorships as well. Oh, little Eric. Of course, our Linktree, which has all of our different resources of PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Seasons in the City, the podcast, of course, Persona, the sponsorships, all of our social platforms, as well links to download our app on iOS and Android. So in many ways, you can, of course, always reach us at any of our different platforms. Of course, our goal is to help you reach that higher ground. You have heard us speak about how we welcome partnering with you. We welcome collaborating with you. Of course, it can be the podcast, live stream, sponsorships, Patreon, Persona. It can be a social, web, TV, mobile app, just even the website. It can be print. It can be virtual. We have a wealth of different ways. So do make sure that you, of course, get a ticket for our event, virtual meet and greet, and of course, Elegant Escapades this Friday. Go to Eventbrite, Clay Smith International. Look for Seasons in the City event collection all the way through October 14th. Also, if and when you, of course, go on, we have a coupon for 20% off of our sponsorships, as well 20% off Persona, as well. We have a buy one, get one free. When you sign up for and book an appointment with us, we give you the second one free. Simply just sign on to clay-smith.co, look for event booking. Of course, you just say book Clay on the link in the website, sign up for an appointment, schedule a booking, and we will make that happen and provide that immediate discount for you. Of course, purchase first session, book a first session, and you get the second one free. And again, 20% sponsorship discount, 20% discount on Persona, as well $25 discount on our live events. Of course, go to Eventbrite. Make sure, of course, you join us on social. Download our app, iOS and Android. Get the podcast on anchor.fm Venturescape or clay-smith.co/podcast.html. Of course, we're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Radio, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcasts. We look forward to having you there. Do join us for our events, live stream. Of course, we will be all over social, all over the web, live events. We have a few new developments coming, and I am going to offer that as a bit of a tease because you're going to be very excited about all the new developments that we have coming up in our next few days to weeks. We'll be announcing that on all of our platforms, so stay tuned. Of course, we appreciate all your support. Always glad to have everyone participate. So thankful to everyone. Super eager to have you join in on all of our platforms. Look forward to seeing you at our event, virtual meet and greet this Thursday, and also, of course, our live event. Go to Eventbrite, get your tickets, share with your friends, join us on social, share, like, follow, subscribe, share the content. Of course, click the notification button, the bell. Join us on our podcast. Get your 20% discount on Persona, live call, SMS text, social media follow, video for business. Get a sponsorship. Collaborate with us. Partner with us. Get that discount on booking a session. We have a wealth of different ways. Join the Patreon, of course, community. We have a wealth of different ways that we can help partner with you, strengthen you, help you succeed, and help you reach that higher ground. Thank you so much and take care.